Good morning on this really pleasantly warm morning. We're not used to those. It's normally quite cold and windy, but today it really feels nice. I wanted to show you that I finally managed to do the garden. Everything's planted, and today we're hoping to extend this beautiful garden that we have here, carry on with the paths and see where it takes us.
But first, before we start the day, a bit of a morning routine. We tend to not take any medication and stuff like that, but it turns out we take an equal amount in supplements and vitamins and stuff like that, which sometimes it can be overwhelming in terms of how many tablets we take a day. And a few months ago we started using these Huel Greens, and they've actually been really good, and they've got the most vitamins out of everything that we've had before, and it's the easiest to take because you just put it in the water and have it as a little shake. It says here they've got 91 vitamins, minerals and whole food source nutrients. There's also some probiotics, which is something I definitely needed earlier in the year when I went to India. But anyway, if you want £10 off your first order, check the link in the description.
Finally,
What you got there, lady?
we finally bought some loungers. Well, they're more like chairs that extend into lounges that you can lean back and relax. Super excited about those.
Yay!
Yay!
Are you unwrapping?
Yeah, but I don't know how to take this off because it's really thick wrapper.
I'll have to tend to my barbecue.
This morning I said that we're going to be doing the paths and doing something around the flower garden. However, that's definitely not the case. We spent most of the day outside of the land. We went to a city called Pombal, which has a really good animal pet shop where we had to get all the dry food for Caviar as he's running low on it now. We went to another few shops for the plant and like another garden centre as well where we bought the chairs, and it is past 6 o'clock. It must be around 6 or 7 p.m. We're only just sat down. We're on the barbecue. I've put the plants where I want them to be, but I'm not going to be planting them today. Just feels like a day of driving and we spent most of it in the car. But we're here now and time to chill out.
Just FYI, we got some water here ready in case something starts burning. That's always safe, especially in Portugal, a place where there's a lot of fires. Barbecue's getting ready. I think we've got some ribs, and then we've got some store-bought shashwiki, and then some chicken wings. This is my first barbecue in Portugal, first barbecue on our land, and I just decided I'm going to be a barbecue guy. I'm 30 years old, all I need is a beer in my hand, shorts, a pair of New Balances on my feet, and I'm a proper barbecue guy. Here's my wife. My wife.
I need to get some of this lemon out into this coat, please. It's pretty dried up, I think.
Look, not even looking. Today has been a pretty chilled day. We just went out and spent a lot of money on, I don't even know what.
No, because it doesn't look like much, to be fair.
But we're gonna have an amazing barbecue, amazing food, have some wine and relax.
There you go, my love.
Thank you. Thank you, my love.
What are you doing today? Are you doing today what we had to do yesterday? What we had to do yesterday?
We didn't do what we were meant to do, so now we're doing double what we need to do.
Oh no.
Basically, underneath this path there's loads of what are they called?
Like little tree trunk starters.
Yeah, tree trunks kind of sticking out. So I just want to neutralise them as much as possible so they don't start coming through the path once it's already here. Essentially we want to clear it up underneath, put the landscape fabric back on, put the wiring underneath it, and then start putting the gravel, and then that's going to be it for the paths for now. That's all the gravel we got left.
This slow life business is amazing, but I don't know where the last 3 or 4 hours have disappeared. So right now I have digged up one hole still for the remaining lavender that I had, just because there's absolutely loads of stones there, and one of the lavenders that we tried planting last time, well, the hole turned out to have a huge stone about this much of the top, and it was a massive stone, so we couldn't really work around it, so I couldn't figure out where to place it because I didn't want the lavender to be further back in line, and neither did I want it to be too much forward. So I decided to experiment around that stone, and I finally found a spot. Fingers crossed. It's not super deep just yet, but it is about that deep. I want to dig up some more in a second, but once that lavender is planted, it means I can finally get onto the new plants that we've bought last night, and that will be the plan for today. Get these in. I don't know how you call them. We've got it's not petunias, pelargonias. It's those flowers that every grandma in Poland has. Apparently it repels mosquitoes and flies. Oh, sage. So I think last year or the year before we went to the Queenborough Botanical Gardens, which we absolutely love. We definitely recommend if you're in the area. We've not seen it before. They had this little patch of smell, feel, see and something else. So they were different, and taste. So they had different types of plants like sage or lemon basil. I can't remember because it was a while ago, and it will tell you whether you should be trying to taste this plant. Like literally take a little bit off and taste it. And there was sage where you said, oh, this one you touch, and since then I was like, we are having a sage plant. It's so extremely soft to touch. I am obsessed, and it actually looks really pretty as well. It's got this pale green leaves with this meshy, hairy cover on top. Super cute. So we've got that as well. We've also got the little basil and the little mint plant. My spinach isn't really doing very well. It doesn't look like it will do very well. However, those pots there, that's where I've been experimenting with some almost dead dahlias. I adore dahlias so much, and I've had a few varieties. I know you're supposed to plant them in springtime, and that's when I've brought them here and never done anything with them. They just stayed in a dark cardboard box in the trailer, and I said, when we come back here in autumn, I'm gonna plant them. Fingers crossed, you know, they're in a dark place, nothing's gonna happen to them, and things happened to them. The roots were just really like floppy, and yeah, really bad, but they are looking stronger. They started growing some green leaves. I don't know how they will turn out, but I'm very hopeful. I'm actually taking good care of them now, and they will survive, and that means, fingers crossed, I'll be able to plant them, not there, I'll be able to plant them around this garden area as well, so that will look fabulous. Oh, if these dahlias come to life, I will be so freaking happy. That's the dahlias. And tell me, is it doing well or is it doing well? When we were choosing our plants, there were 3 points that we wanted them to have. So the first one was it had to be drought tolerant. The second one would be mosquito or fly repellent, and the third one, they had to be good pollinators. I've got my last lavender from the previous shopping that we've done, and now I started digging up a hole back there for the first plant that we bought yesterday, and I'm so happy Marcin got me some knee pads because my knees were killing, and that's thanks to a fellow YouTuber that we follow. He kept mentioning how important these are for your knees, for when you get old, when you're going to have knee problems, you're going to wish you were wearing knee pads or something that you just put your knees down on, and they are a game changer. I can just dig up anything, I can knee down on anywhere, and yeah, and that's how I walk. So whilst I have been very busy digging up my hole, yes, still on that first one, the clay is extremely dry, Martin has been busy with the gravel, and ta-da! We've got one parking space finally ready. This side we still need to work on. We don't have as much gravel as we need, so oh my god, we've got it! And honestly, it doesn't look all that great on the video here, but in real life it looks like it's always meant to be there. Seriously, it's like the white gravel with the white van with the white little net curtain that we've got going on there. It just looks so homely, and it all looks really good together.
So I'm really glad we've finally moved the camper van there. Our idea is to have another spot there for another camper van in case some friends come over or family comes over or anyone else. So we need to order another truck full of gravel. I think there's still a lot of levelling to do. Did it all by hand, and I think we can still do a little bit better, but we'll take it easy. We've also, well, I say we.
Me.
Our beautiful wife has been sorting this flower garden project, which we've planned out, drawn out, and now we're putting into action. And it's taking a bit longer than expected, right?
Yes, it is the, well, I like to say soil, but it's not. The clay is really hard, so I'm having to dig a few inches, well, an inch, water it down so it loosens up, dig another inch, and then put more water to loosen it up. And one hole that's about this deep is almost taking me a day to do, because by the time the water sinks in, this is taking time as well. So
yeah,
this isn't going to be a longer project. I'm going to be doing a whole a day, I decided.
We're doing it at the end of summer, which is in when you plant things, and this is one of the reasons. The best time would be after it's rained, when the soil would be a bit easy to work with. But we like doing things differently. And with that being said, thank you for watching us, and thank you for being with us this week, and see you next week.
See you later.